Welcome back to the All-American Series here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Man, we have such a great game coming your way here in a second. The Battle of 2027 between the Stars and the Stripes. I'm Preston McElhenney alongside my color analyst, Brendan Daniels. Brendan, what are we have in store here for this game? What can we expect from two teams that are filled with some of the best juniors in the country?
I'm expecting a hard-fought game on this one. It's a whole bunch of guys just trying to prove that they are the next guys up going into their senior year. It's going to be a very hard-striking game here.
Hard striking indeed as we get set to have this one. It looks like the white team here might be returning. White team, of course, being the Star side for the viewers at home. Red team representing the Stripes. We get set to do our pregame introductions with the national anthem. And we're just going to get right into it here as we start off with the offense. It's going to be the Stars team. They're going to immediately go with a pass to the left, a short gain. He gets knocked down.
Shout out to the corner just being there, or else he would have broke off for a good amount of yards for a first down.
That was Vince Wilson in there from Faith Christian, who got that ball off in time. Here we go, that ball is snapped. It's going to be Wilson again who throws this one deep. Can he get it? No, he can't. That pass was intended for Knowledge Eccles, who couldn't get a hand on it.
Knowledge Eccles broke off that corner. He had nothing but green grass in front of him. If only the quarterback just lightened up on that pass, I think he would have been able to catch it.
Explosive opening drive so far. The offense is coming out with the big plays to kick this one off, trying to maybe put a nail in it as early as the first quarter. Let's see how they continue this trend. The ball snapped, and he's going to roll to his right, throws it up the middle. That pass is complete to number 4, who gets brought down right at the chain marker, and they're going to mark it as a first down, and the Stars move the chains.
And if you see this replay right here, he has a lot of pressure, guys all over him, but he's not sweating it at all. Passes it off to Eccles and is able to get the first down.
Two guys representing number 4 here today, Knowledge Eccles and Truett Furness, representing Ambassador Christian and the Cincinnati Eagles. Two very great players here today in this one. Short play there, not for really any gain as it becomes second down.
And Vince Wilson's the guy you want to keep in contact because I'm sure he's able to break out. It's going to be a big game for him today if he's able to get loose.
And we've had a bunch of great games today. We're hoping this one continues in that trend. Lots of fun being had from both sides. Great weather, great atmosphere here as Wilson gets the snap. He's going to scramble up the middle, and he gets tackled and falls down at the 40-yard line. That was actually Weston McCulloch from Ambassador Christian with the football that time.
Shout out to A.J. Knowles not giving up on the play, able to find the quarterback and bring him down. Came from the secondary, it looks like.
Great play there by McCulloch trying to salvage this drive. Now third down. McCulloch in the backfield. Has a back with him. Let's see what he does. He's going to drop back for a pass. Comes up into the pocket. Throws it to his left. That pass is complete to number 1, who gets pushed out of bounds after getting the first down.
Shout out to McCullough being patient in that pocket, knowing this collapsing. He moved up and was able to make a play just to check down to his running back and able to get a good couple of yards for a first down.
And I believe that was Tucker Free on the pass there, getting the first down, going out of bounds.
Tucker Free looks like one of those special guys that's able to do a lot of playmaking for this team.
Here we go now. Ball snapped. He looks to his right, throws it. Incomplete. That pass was intended for Free again.
He did some great route running right there. He's able to juke off, be free of his guy, but him and McCullough was not able to come in contact with each other.
Here we go. It's second down here for the Stars team. Let's see what McCullough can do. Managing his offense. He gets the ball, drops back. He's going to run to his right, looks for a receiver, and he makes the catch. And that'll end up at about the 33-yard line. Good gain, make it third and a couple.
Shout out to offensive line, able to pick up that blitz because everybody was coming. McCullough was able to get out there and make that good pass to number 4.
So here we go. They're going to step back a little ways. So big second down opportunity here for the Stars. Still 0-0 as we start this game. We had an explosive battle in the previous game in the Smokies Showdown. Started off slow, but started to get exciting as things continued on. This game has been absolute firepower right out of the gate. Lots of big plays. And here we go. He's going to run the ball. This is number 2, Vince Wilson. Wilson takes off for a little bit, gets knocked down. It'll be third down. And now third and long for the Stars.
You'd think he would have broke out for something, but luckily that defense was able to hold on and wait for some backup to come in and knock him out completely.
That was Vince Wilson, the back from Faith Christian. Dominant performer for that team. Definitely earned a spot on this roster here in the All-American Series. He's had a couple of solid plays on this opening drive thus far. On third down, let's see what they do with this opportunity. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got pressure on him. The two teammates collide into each other as he tries to find room and throw the football. Almost intercepted, but it'll be ruled incomplete. Came really close there. It looked like Crew Chonko almost got a hand on it. That pass was ruled incomplete as it sailed over the head of the receiver.
You see 2 defensive linemen on that replay. That's rare that the defensive line collapse like that, but shout out to McCullough able to scramble out and get at least that ball off.
And a big miscommunication there from the Stripes team. Could have been a sack on the play.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, that's not how it went for that side. It's now fourth and long.
There's nothing you can do about that. Just pick it up and go on to the next play.
They're going to go for it here. Let's see how they make it happen. They punt instead. This bounces back to 15. Looked like they might have tried to go for it. Rolls into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and this will be time for the Stripes to come out.
I expect the Stripes to be as physical as the Stars were, because it looks like the Stars are in it to win it. They're not going to go light.
What a good offensive drive attempt there from the Stars. Not really getting where they wanted to be, but having a few explosive plays. We'll see if that momentum carries on into their later drives. Let's see if that momentum carries on into the defense as they now get a chance to try and stop this Stripes team. The Stripes team looked very good in practice on offense leading into this game. A great squad here of juniors. Let's see what type of magic they can make happen. They hand this one off to Jamari Hill, who gets pushed way back before the 10, and that's a huge loss of yards for the Stripes.
And Greer was just able to get off his man and get straight to the running back, no hesitation, and easy work by him.
That's absolutely not where the Stripes wanted to start. Like I said, carry that momentum onto the defense, and that they did. What an excellent opening play to the drive by the defense for the Stars. Stripes now having to make up a little bit for that loss.
And right now, it looks like the Stars are going to not only dominate the offensive end, but the defensive end. But that's just one play. We'll see how this one goes.
From Bethlehem Christian Academy, this is number 14, Harrison Goodwin, playing quarterback here for the Stripes. And that ball is snapped. He's going to fake a screen, but throws it the other way. That ball sails over the head of Urban Johnson to be ruled incomplete, and it'll be third down once again for the Stripes team.
I think that's due to defensive pressure coming in. He's worried about he wasn't able to get set correctly and throw out that ball exactly how he wanted to.
Try to shape up things a little bit in the huddle here. A few offensive miscommunications to start this drive. What a good effort there from everybody involved. We've already seen a good couple plays. Urban Johnson, of course, the intended receiver for that one, was a stud in practice. Definitely looked good. Coming from Wayne Christian.
It's the first drive. You're still working out some bugs, still getting that feel. It's game time now. It's a little different from practice.
Here we go, ball snap. He's just going to drop back and throw it back to his man we've already seen. He's going to try and get the first down. Can he? Yes, he will. That was Jamari Hill who moves the chains for the Stripes, and that'll be a first down.
Jamari Hill is just a breakout player here. He can just catch the ball, run up the field, and is able to get a good amount of front yards.
Jamari Hill with an excellent performance in these first two drives, or this first drive. He's done a great job at moving the ball so far. 8 minutes 54. The minutes are starting to fly by us really fast. Been a lot of ground game, a lot of completed catches in this game.
Which helps because if you score, then you get to just run that clock down, and the time is all yours to play with.
So here we go. It's 1st and 10. Stripes football. He gets the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, throws it to his right. That pass is caught by number 9. That's Gabriel Willis, also from Wayne Christian. Another good receiver from Wayne Christian there, who gets a solid gain. Doesn't quite move the chains, but he will be 1 yard away. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Stripes.
That's just perfect play calling, a nice play action, possible screen might look like, but you give it off to Willis and good couple yards gain.
And a great pass there. Makes you think they might run it here on 2nd and short. Let's see if they just burst one into the bubble. Passing game's also been pretty solid. Let's see if that trend continues. They are going to fake the handoff. He throws a pass, but it hits the dirt. That pass was intended for MJ Richards of North Wake.
And I wonder if he just got set correctly because that play action kind of throws off the quarterback, not able to really get in his motion there. And along with a whole bunch of pressure on him again, this offensive line is going to have to step up in order for him to actually get some passing out here.
He threw the pass low. You could see kind of a delayed reaction there from Richards as he tries to cut back and get the underthrown ball. That, of course, ruled incomplete. Now 3rd and short for the Stripes. No one yet to score here. Okay, that ball snapped. Low snap, but he gets it anyways. Throws it up the middle. That pass is complete to number 9. Gabriel Willis once again with another first down. Moves the chains, and they'll get a new set.
Gabriel Willis is taking a lot in the middle there, and he's not worried about it. He's making the catches, and he's getting that yak right after that.
And that middle's already starting to become a dangerous area. If you're the Stars defense, they're having a hard time stopping Willis. He's had a couple of solid plays already, 2 first downs. And now with that new set, they'll set it up at the opposing 45. As they continue to just march downfield, let's see what the Stripes team could do. Here we go, 1st and 10, another low snap. This time it's a screen pass to the running back. That was Jamari Hill getting absolutely tattooed on the play by Sean Taylor.
And Sean Taylor just able to read that play perfectly. and able to stop the play. He read that perfectly. You can't teach a corner that.
And a great play there as he continues to try and roll things down. Here we go. 2nd and long now. See if they can make up for the lost yardage. On the stripes team, that ball snapped. He steps back. Pressure comes, and he gets sacked on the play. That was number 14, Harrison Goodwin, who took a nasty hit on the 3rd and long.
That's just great penetration by a defense, able to get in there, make the quarterback second-guess himself for that pass, and is able to get in and sack him.
And that was Malachi Adams from Cornerstone Christian School, credited with the sack. And what a hit, just busted through the O-line, ran straight for the quarterback, and what a tackle by the young man.
I always say the fight in the trenches either makes or breaks the game.
And now it's 3rd and really long. Or should be 4th and long. Yet to see the chain marker updated here. Flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be against the Stripes team. Delay of game on the offense. So now they're going to back up even more.
As quarterback, you have to have that clock in your head and able to count down. Because without that, you're doing the delay of game, and that's going to throw you back some more yards, and you don't want that because you're already far enough.
5 minutes, 9 seconds left of the quarter. Stripes team was making a ton of offensive progress, but it seems like they're backtracking now. They're going to say 3rd down, so this is going to be Harrison Goodwin, who tries to just go up the middle after giving the ball to MJ Richards. That goes nowhere. Now it's 4th down on the 40-yard line.
And shout out to the defense because they're just reading these plays. They were just all set right there and able to just stop the play before it got out of hand.
So big 4th down here. Probably going to punt it away again. That definitely looks to be the case as they get in the punting formation. Stars team going to have a chance to capitalize on the defensive stop. A lot of penalties there on the stripe side, stalling that drive.
And you wonder if you took those penalties away, how much would that have helped?
And this ball is going to go back and bounce around for a little bit, and it looks like Jamari Hill there spotted it. And with that, we're going to our first break. We'll see you here in a little bit as this first quarter continues. Welcome back here to the 2025 Gatlinburg Battle of 2027. 4 minutes, 4 seconds to go. And the Stars team comes in on offense after forcing the 4th down punt from the Stripes. And here we go. They're just going to start things off with a handoff. He chucks a couple yards with it. Solid little gain, and he's knocked down.
And that ball off to Aiden Foster, and he's able to get a few yards to make it, well, never mind, maybe not too much. Just stopped him right there at the yard of scrimmage. For now, it looks like he gained like 1 or 2 yards.
And we have Weston McCulloch in there. A great player that was doing a lot of stuff in that opening drive. Aiden Foster, as you said, in the backfield. Another strong key player. Looks like a timeout's going to be called here. We're going to head back to another break. We'll see you here in a little bit when the timeout ends right here on 8-Man Extreme. We welcome you back from the break now as the boys in the white uniforms, the Stars, still on offense. Weston McCulloch in there. They got a man in the backfield. They're going to hand this ball off. No, they don't. They throw it down the field. This is going to land in the hands of number 1, who takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Stars.
And rather that was Tucker Free. I'm going to say it was Tucker Free because he's been able to get off, and look at that speed. He's just out of there. And McCullough just has to lob it up perfectly to him, but he got straight to him, and that's an easy touchdown.
Tucker Free from David Emmanuel Academy. What a play there representing his hometown, and an explosive play there to start things off for the Stars team.
If you can count up as many, if you can do another play like that, you'll take this game over with no problem, and the defense will stand.
Here we go, 2-point conversion time. We got our first touchdown of the game coming from the Stars team. And on an explosive play, too. In the previous game, wasn't a lot of big passes, but in this one, we've seen a very long one to kick this thing off. They're going to go with a play action. He's going to run to the right. Will he find the end zone? I don't think he did. He looked like it was short.
Nah.
The officials are saying it was short. Teammates seem to disagree there, but that conversion attempt is no good.
If you watch this replay, it looks like I think he just got out as he was trying to move the ball over the pylon. But
from the press box, it looks like he stepped out at the 1, just ever so shy of the pylon, so that'll be no good. Nonetheless, the Stars have the lead 6-0, and what a great start of this one we've had. The first quarter, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and now the Stripes are coming back on offense.
And you got to answer with that touchdown play right there, because if you don't, you can see how fast this Stars team could score.
And they're accrediting the touchdown to Travis Barton Jr. of Ambassador Christian. So that's who made the touchdown there. That is Travis Barton Jr. And a big tackle there as he gets brought down for a loss of yards.
And I'm trying to give this guy his credit, but he has his jersey folded up. But shout out to I'm guessing 67. Thank you. Eric George Jr. was able to blast that offensive lineman backwards and get the running back and a loss of so many yards.
So let's see now as the Stripes come in on offense again. It's second down after the big loss of yards. Got to make up for this little hole they've put themselves in. Start things off at the 15-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off. He finds the gap, tries to fight through, almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage, goes down at about the 24-yard line. And that was Jamari Hill with the carry there from Wayne Christian.
As you see, Jamari Hill, he can break it off, but that defensive line was able to just penetrate and make it hard for him to break off even more yards.
And a great effort there. Had that been from the original line, he would have been pushing for a first down. But he's just going to come up to the 24. Let's see if they can convert on third down. It'll be about 3rd and 11.
This is when you pull out big pass play right here.
And here we go. He's just going to run to the right to try and escape pressure, but the pressure collapses in on him, and he gets sacked on the play. A disastrous try there from the offense.
I'm kind of questioning the rollout call there. You see your offensive lines have troubles, and this defense is busting through the gaps with ease. It's just not a good play call there to let your quarterback just be free by himself out there with nobody to block.
He got absolutely swallowed up on that play. Definitely not where the Stripes want to be right now, especially with the 6-point deficit. And they're going to be forced to punt this one back towards the Stars. Timeout's going to be called here. And we'll be back after this short break. Stay tuned on 8-Man Extreme. Welcome back from the break now. 4th down for the Stripes team. Set to punt this one away. And that ball is going to sail past the 40, past the 45, makes its way over towards the 50. It's going to be spotted right around the 50-yard line. And it'll be the Stars team now coming in on offense.
If you're a Stripes, you have to hold this drive here and make them do a 4 and out or turnover on downs, because if you don't, it's going to be a hard game to come back if they're just going to be constantly scoring on you.
First and 10 here for the Stars, being coached by head coach Ty Pringle's done a great job at managing the offense early in this one as he looks to continue that trend. They have Vince Wilson in the backfield alongside Weston McCulloch.
You already have some guys over here outnumbered on that.
McCulloch steps back. He's looking for a receiver as the pressure gets to him. He throws this one at mid-range. The pass is complete to Nathan Vossler, but he gets pushed back for a loss of yards. It'll be 2nd down.
McCulloch was just a great, able to roll out, perfect pass on the run to get a few yards gain, make it manageable for him.
And it will not be a loss of yards. It looks like he did get past the line of scrimmage. Weird angle we're watching it from, but he did get past the line of scrimmage, so it will be a short gain, 2nd down. Here we go now. He gets that ball to his man. That's number 1. He tries to get down the field, and he gets tackled by a couple of different people there. That, once again, Travis Barton Jr. from Ambassador Christian on the reception.
And what a good play call. Use your playmaker, especially Barton Jr. He is out there with a screen, has nothing but space in front of him. Get the first yard and a few more yards, get that yak.
A good play there from Barton Jr. 1st and 10 now for the Stars. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. An electric game we had so far. Very big defensive battle between the Stars and Stripes. 6-0 game, and we'll continue it when we get to the second quarter. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Gatlinburg Battle of 2027. Here we are in the second quarter of things. Star still with the football. Short gain there, gets tackled. Might have actually went behind the line of scrimmage. But I do think he got about 2-3 yards on the play.
And shout out to Jonathan Wolf, able to get there, tackle the guy, and hold off until, let me see, his other guy gets there. I couldn't see the number, but great defensive tackle.
And here we go now, 2nd down. He did get knocked back a little bit on that play, so it will be 2nd and long. This ball is going to be snapped back to Heath Woodard. And that's a big pass that gets caught, and it's going to be a touchdown by Vince Wilson.
If he can't run, put him in there, wide receiver, and let him get a passing touchdown. And it looks like number 22 on the defense fell asleep because he was all by himself, no one there.
A nice wheel route there by Vince Wilson, managing to find the edge, get to the end zone, and a huge touchdown to double up the score here for the Stars. And what a great offensive showing from this team thus far.
As you can see, they're striking fast and hard when they get this offense, and it's been very, very great play calling on this Stars team.
Great play calling indeed. I already mentioned head coach Ty Pringle once today. He's been fantastic at leading this team in this game thus far. 2-point conversion attempt now. Woodard's going to drop back, looks for a receiver. Will he get tackled on the attempt? Yes, he will. He'd get pushed back somewhere around the 20-yard line, and that conversion's no good.
And shout out to the secondary, not giving him anybody open and having to hold on to that ball so where the guys can come in and get that sack.
And a big stop there. It's still 12-0, and the Stars have double on the lead now. 2-score game makes you wonder how the Stripes want to maybe respond. The momentum is definitely shifting all the way on Pringle's squad.
They're going to have to come with attack and be physical on this one. They cannot afford to not score on this drive. Because if the Stars get the ball back, I'm afraid what they might do because they've already scored on both their drives.
Stripes back into play now. This is Harrison Goodwin back at quarterback. Number 14 there from Bethlehem Christian Academy. He's going to look for a receiver. Had it in the hands, but he dropped it. That was number 4, Hayden Mezzles, also from Bethlehem Christian Academy. A little bit of chemistry there, but couldn't come up with the pass.
That's my old defensive coordinator once said he heard footsteps, and that's why he gave up that ball so easily.
Not able to get the pass there. It was a quick little screen on first down. Now, 2nd and 10. The Stripes team hoping to make up for that play. This is Goodwin in the back again. He's got all his receivers set. He's going to drop back, throw this one to his left. That pass is complete to Jamari Hill as Hill tries to find his way down the field. It's a foot race. Will he shed the tackle? He sheds one. Still going past the 10. Will find the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for Jamari Hill.
And that's how you respond. And great blocking by the rest of the guys on this squad. He's able to make jukes, stiff arms, and moves, and their key block right there by number 6, Urban Johnson, making it where that touchdown could be easy.
Cartwheels in the end zone for celebration, deserved from the junior from Wayne Christian. That was number 5, Jamari Hill, and what a run by him as he helps his team get the first points of the game.
That's perfect play call, given to your guy that can make a fire play, and he's able to do it easy, 6 points, but now you need to try to get 2 to make it manageable.
And here we go. Goodwin's going to drop back and throw to his right. That pass is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. 12-6 is the score here in the second quarter, and the Battle of 2027 will come back after. Welcome back to the Battle of 2027, 13:55 here in the second quarter. We just watched that explosive touchdown from the red team and the Stripes. That was once again Jamari Hill with the big touchdown. My goodness, what a play as now the white team comes in. This is the Stars hoping to capitalize on the missed 2-point conversion there from the Stripes. Low snap, but he manages to hold on to it, throws it up the middle. That pass is complete to their guy. That's number 20, Avery Harris, who played for the Cabarrus Stallions. And he gets a big first down there and moves the chains for the Stars.
A way to just sit in that pocket, take that. He didn't even take a hit. He was just able to get that sidearm off to him and get that first down a couple of yards after that.
And a solid pass play, much like we've seen with this offense. for the Stars. They've had a very good offensive showing in this game so far. Lots of big plays, lots of small yard kind of plays just to get them enough times to move the chains. They've done a really great job at just marching downfield and claiming the end zone as their territory. Let's see if they continue that. This is now Woodard who gets it over to his man, and he gets knocked back way before the line of scrimmage. That was Avery Harris again, that time with a loss of yards.
And like you said, it's a lot of those little short games that they've been playing, but this time the Stripes had their name for it. They saw the play develop, and they were on it real quick. Shout out to that defense. It was a group effort.
He took a big hit on that play, but he manages to get up with no scratches. Tough competitor there. Still second and long, about 11 yards to gain.
This All-American game, you know the risk you take out here, especially if you're out in that open field with no one there to block for you.
This is the game to take risks into now, as he's going to throw that down the field. That's Woodard, and that sails over the head of Travis Barton Jr.
And usually he'd be right there to able to catch it, but I think it was just too much mustard on that in order to get to that ball.
3rd and 11 still. That was Heath Woodard in at quarterback on that play, still in. Here we go now, 3rd down. Here we go. He's going to run to his left, but he's going to get gobbled up by the offensive line. Or the defensive line. There's a holding call, or not a holding call. There's a flag on the play. My mistake. Let's see what this is. It could very well be holding, though. Let's see what the call on the field is. Here we go. This is going to march him down the field, so that penalty is going to be on the Stripes. And this is going to be a 1st down for the Stars. First and 10 now. This is good when he hands the ball off to his favorite man, number 2, Vince Wilson. And he gets pushed back for a little bit, going just beyond the 40-yard line.
And they're trying to get this running game started, but this defensive line is not letting it happen. They're all making a group effort to get in those gaps and make them stop the run game.
2nd down now. Little ways to go. About 7 yards away from converting the 1st down. Heath Woodard gets the ball, low snap, manages to hand it off, and he just powers through. That's Aiden Foster that time with the carry.
And shout out to, even with the low snap, he's able to still get off that ball to get off to Aiden Foster, and Foster is able to get a few yards to make it manageable for a 1st down.
Quick awareness there by Woodard, still able to get it off. Not enough, though. Foster gets stopped 2 yards shy of the conversion, so it's going to be 3rd and short now. They got Vince Wilson to his left, Aiden Foster to his right. Let's see what he does. Another low snap. That time it stays on the ground, and that play goes nowhere. It'll be 4th down for the Stars.
This is something that a center needs to fix. Like, you can't afford low snaps like that, especially when you're so close to a 1st down, and now it's 4th and long, and you're going to have to pull off the ball.
We're seeing a lot of low snaps, specifically on this drive. It looked like back-to-back-to-back. That one, of course, being the most costly. It'll force them in the 4th down scenario and the loss of yards. Just a little under 10 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Had a pretty good game thus far. Tightly contested, 12-6. No one's made a 2-point conversion yet. 3 failed ones.
I did say punt it, but it looks like they're going to go for it, which why not?
So this is Woodard now, who runs to his right to find space. Will he just throw it? Yes, he will. That pass is caught, and he gets a big first down. Vince Wilson again, and he moves the chains for the Stars.
And that's just scramble drill right there. Once you see your quarterback's in trouble, just get to a nice little spot where you can pack. He's waving them like, hey, I'm open. Easy catch, easy first down.
And he gets it at about the 20-yard line. What an amazing play there from Vince Wilson. He's really carried the team on his back in a lot of these big offensive situations.
Him and Barton Jr. have been the impact players right now for this Stars team.
No doubt about that. So here we go. He's going to throw it to his left. That pass is caught. How far will he go? Not too far, but he does get a solid gain. That was Nathan Vossler again with the reception.
And in the crowded space, I think he was in. He's by himself, just able to catch that ball and get a few yards gain.
They continue to march downfield. Now second down. A lot of fun to be had in this game here in the Gatlinburg All-American Series. This being the Battle of 2027 game. Heath Woodard from Windsor Academy now.
It's been a straight shootout on both sides. These passing games have been doing it.
He's had some solid quarterback play in this game so far, and Woodard collides with a defender there just beyond the 20 in the red zone. My goodness, what a hit.
You got to hope he's okay. He looks like he's brushing it off nicely. He's able to take a couple of hits, but smart for him to scramble, get out there, just get a few yards that's manageable for a touchdown and slide.
And Heath Woodard took a nasty hit there, but just tanks through it. Second down and a really good gain.
When the quarterback takes a hit like that, as a team, you're sitting there like, okay, if our quarterback can do that, we can do whatever we need to win this game.
Second and goal now. Let's see if they can punch it in. Woodard steps back, misses the blitz, gets it to his man. Can he find the end zone? No, he can't. That pass was to Vince Wilson again. Great pass effort on the play.
Shout out to A.J. Knowles, just able to hold on tight to him, just trying to make it to where he doesn't break off and get a touchdown.
Trying desperately to keep him out of the end zone there and does a great job at stopping it. Third and goal now for the offense. Making great progress, though, as they march it in an inch at a time. Can the Stars punch one in here with 7 minutes to go?
Don't be surprised if you finally see a rushing play right here and it actually finally works, because this passing game has been killing this defense, and just throw them off a little bit. Just get a little run in.
Woodard and Wilson in the backfield. They're going to send a man in motion as he runs to his left. Another low snap. Throws this one super high to the right. And that pass was almost caught, but incomplete. It was wide open, and he had a hand on it, but he couldn't pull it in. That was Knowledge Eccles there from Ambassador Christian with his hands on the football.
I think he just was trying to not only track where he's at inbounds, but also try to catch that ball. It's tough when you just throw it up in the air, and as a receiver, you got to find that ball and stay in bounds at the same time.
A great play effort there. That for sure would have been a touchdown if he could just get his fingers around it. Unfortunately, unable to. So now it'll be 4th and goal. Risky situation here, but they kind of don't have a choice. Let's see how they respond. Woodard now off the other low snap. That time it hits the ground, and he gets brought down for the sack and the turnover on downs. And the low snap cost the offense the drive, and now the Stripes have possession.
And if you would have at least got a turnover on downs on that, at least they would have been on the 2, maybe 3. But now you give them a little more breathing space.
And with that, we're going to send this one to a break. We'll be back here in a second in the Battle of 2027. Welcome back to the Battle of 2027. Now the Stripes with possession after the big turnover on downs from the Stars. Low snaps costing the offense that drive, and now the new offense has taken the field. Short little game there from the Stripes to start things off here. Maybe they'll have a chance to potentially tie this game with just about 6 minutes left till halftime.
I'm going deep in my playbook if I'm the offense coordinator, just able to make it a little striking, but also wasting some clock down so this Stars team doesn't come out and score on us before the half.
So here we go. It's second down, only a couple yards, so they convert. Offense trying to make some magic happen. They just hand this one off, and it looks like there's flags on the play. See what the referee's call is here. There were 2 flags on the play, but they're going to the huddles. Looks like a timeout has been called. Officials seem to be discussing the commotion here. Interesting debacle here late in the second quarter.
You got to wonder what they're talking about. Was it on the defense? Was it on the offense?
Both flags came from the defensive side of the football. They were yards away from where everything was lined up. Curious to see what the answer is here. Team's coming back on the field now.
I'm guessing it was nothing.
And it looks, if I could assume what it possibly was, I think a team called a timeout and the players moved to go back to the huddles, and the referees misjudged it in the back and potentially thought it was an early movement of some sort. And here we go. That was second down. They do convert it, so that's going to be a first down for the Stripes team. And the red jerseys move the chains.
And able just to get in a little bundle package, whereas everybody's closed in together, just making that gap where you can get an easy first down.
So here we go. Ball at about the 27. Red team trying to make a play. Got just enough time to end this drive on a good note. That run doesn't go too far before he's brought down. That was number 20, Jace Wood from Russell Christian.
Not able to get enough yards, just like 3 or 4 yards just to make it decent and make you either pass or run again on the second down.
The offense has had some solid efforts on this drive. It's now second down. Haven't been pushed beyond the line of scrimmage.
Just running down that clock.
Here we go. They're just going to run with it again. Push us through for a couple more yards. I believe that was Wood again. I could be mistaken. Yes, I am. That was Bo Morphus, I believe.
And it looks like that was just a little miscommunication, or maybe that was just a setup play where it looked like it might have been a run for the running back, but then no one was there, so he just kept it himself and gained a few yards.
3 minutes, 56 seconds to go. 12-6 ball game. The team with the lesser score on offense trying to make something happen as they continue to punch the yards in. Here we go. It's third down. About halfway to the chain marker. They hand it off, and he gets stuffed immediately, goes nowhere, and that's going to be a big third down stop from the Stars team.
Yeah, I believe that's 67. Eric Short Jr. again just bursting through the seams and able to stop that run play from even happening and lost a few yards there.
And the Stars team, so well-rounded. They've done great on offense, and they're doing great right now on defense, just making stop after stop and run after run. Very well put together team. And it looks now like the Stripes are going to punt this one away. High snap, they punt it. This one sails past the 40, sails past the other 40, and they're going to spot it right between the 32 and the 33. And we'll see how this half wraps up when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Gatlinburg here in the Battle of 2027. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left to go in the first half. The Stripes team just failed to convert in 4 sets. So now the Stars team with the lead on offense.
And hopefully they can get these slow snaps together, because that was the main thing that hurt them last drive.
We've seen a big performance from Heath Woodard in this game so far. Something happened there. The referees stopped the play, but no flags are thrown. They're saying false start. So there is a flag thrown, and that'll be on the offense. So that'll back the Stars up.
These penalties are mainly hurting the Stars. And along with the slow snaps, they're going to have to get it together. Yeah, you're winning, but this game can change real quick. It only just takes one pick or one fumble, something, to turn this game over.
Heath Woodard sends a guy in motion. He's got a guy behind him. He's going to hand this one off, and what a prediction. My goodness, stopping the play dead in its tracks. He handed the ball off, but he couldn't go anywhere as the defense just broke around the O-line and stopped the play.
And Jonathan Wolf was just ready. He's literally right there. As soon as he calls hike, it's just there.
And a good old-fashioned stoppage due to the lack of forward progression. He just held him down like a statue, and he couldn't go anywhere on that play.
And he grabbed both of them, the quarterback and the running back, which is a lot to carry with one guy.
Great effort there from the defense, pushing them back. 2nd and long continues on for this offense. Here we go, that ball snapped. It's Woodard again. This time he has room to throw it, and it was almost right in the hands of a defender. It looked like David Johnson could have picked that one off, but he didn't. He was just a little bit too far away from it. That ball was nowhere near his intended receivers.
Yeah, I was about to say, he had 2 guys running the same play, so I was wondering who was that for. I guess anybody that could get it.
And an awkward pass there, doesn't really go anywhere. So now the Stars have to figure out what they're going to do because they're being stopped on all fronts. What was a high-powered offense to start the game starting to slow down a little bit in this drive as they can't seem to get out of their own territory.
And it happened more when they switched quarterbacks, and now they switched back to Mick sorry, and we'll see how he runs this offense now once he gets back in this play.
That was Weston McCallican for quarterback.
McCulloch, sorry.
He gets the ball. He's going to step back and try to escape pressure, but really won't. He gets sacked, gets brought down even further, and what a disastrous offensive drive for the Stars. 4th down and long. They're going to have to give this one up as they call a timeout. What a performance thus far. We're going to send this one to break. We'll be back here in a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Gatlinburg Battle of 2027 here as a part of our All-American Series here in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. The white team Stars here on fourth down, going to punt this one away after failing to get anything going on offense. That punt was almost blocked, but he gets this one back. It lands in the hands of the Stripes team, and they will mark it at about the 45 as they get one more offensive drive before the half.
And this is a very manageable game for the Stripes. They a tad bit closer than usual, so maybe they can get this offense going. They've gotten the run game going, and hopefully they can make some plays happen with the pass.
That fair catch puts it right at about the 44. I think that's where they're going to spot it. So 1st and 10 here for the Stripes. Teams had a solid performance in this game thus far. Both teams have really. The team finally getting some offensive stuff going on here in the second quarter. Let's see if they can continue that trend by punching one in here. Receiver set. That ball's going to be snapped. Pressure comes. He throws up the middle, and it sails over his intended target, M.J. Richards, and that pass will be incomplete.
Low snap and the blitz coming out makes it complicated for the quarterback to do anything. He doesn't even have time to really get his feet set and make that throw like he wants to.
So 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. 1:19 to go left till halftime. The Stripes trying to do the best they can with what they got. This Stars defense has been very dominant in this game thus far, but the Stripes managed to squeak one out in their previous drive, getting a touchdown but failing the 2-point conversion. Let's see if they can try to get another touchdown and tie this game before the half.
And you want to give it to this offense and able to score because this defense on the Stripes did the hard work to stop the Stars.
And that pass was thrown to Gabriel Willis from Wayne Christian. That pass is complete. It'll get marked at about the 40. 3rd down and a good couple of yards to go.
And these Stars defensive line, they're just swimming off this offensive line so easily. And before you know it, they're already in the backfield and looking at the quarterback. And the quarterback doesn't have much time to get the pass off, but he's doing it perfectly.
They got all their receivers spread out again. They're just going to keep trying with the pass plays. That pass is complete to Richards. Richards gets the 1st down. They're going to move the chains. Let's see where they mark it. And they are going to move it. That's a 1st down for the Stripes. M.J. Richards with the reception.
Little yards gain and able to get that 1st down. Then you call a timeout just to save that time to stop.
And with that, we're going to go to another break. We'll be back right after. Stay tuned. First and 10, new set of downs here for the red team. The Stripes now hoping to get a touchdown in the last 36 seconds of the half. He sends a man in motion. Let's see what happens. He's going to run back. This is Harrison Goodwin who gets it to his man on the left. M.J. Richards who gets back down to the 40. Loss of yards with 25 to go. And that's not the play they were hoping to draw up late in the half.
Malachi Adams just read that perfectly. He's right there, and he's holding on strong and taking them down.
Both teams call a timeout here, and it makes you wonder, what does this offense have to do to try and thwart themselves through the red zone and get into the end zone?
Well, you definitely don't want to pull Mike Bobo and keep calling screenplays because they barely work, especially in moments like this. You want to be physical, you want to go. You don't want.
We've seen a couple of good screens in this game so far, but I think if things continue, We'll just have to see what this offense can do. They've definitely been strong on the passing game. Almost every play of this drive has just been dumping the receivers out and hoping the quarterback can make a play. The defense has been blitzing pretty heavily, trying to keep quarterback play at a minimum. Both teams definitely just hoping that one or the other can get the stop or the flow going.
It's just been up to the secondary to hold off their guys and try to defend this passing game as much as possible. But now that this offense has gone to screenplay, it makes it a lot easier for them to control.
Second and long, 23 seconds to go. At about the 37 or the 38.
Here comes another screenplay. Whole line's loaded up over there.
Here we go. Goodwin now throws this one to his right. He's got a receiver. Did he make the grab? Yes, he did, and there's a flag on the play. PI most likely got called. Urban Johnson from Wayne Christian with the reception.
And you can tell he definitely mossed that kid. Even though he's grabbing him, he's fighting it. Able to make that catch and keep it in contact. Nice away by the offense.
Pass interference called on the defense. That penalty, of course, declined. They're going to move the chains. First and goal now for the Stripes. 17 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they can try to tie this game up before the time expires.
And that's exactly what you need from the Stripes. A nice, decent ball game, just to able to get at least to the 3. And
ball snapped. He's looking for his man up the middle. That ball swatted away. It was intended for Gabriel Willis. That pass ruled incomplete.
And that was dangerous. He was double covered. The guy was coming over the middle. He possibly could have got intercepted if he had read it earlier.
Harrison Goodwin getting a talking to from his coach down there. He's been pretty solid with the passing game, especially on the short and mid-range passes. We just saw that huge long pass that helped him with the conversion and put him deep into the red zone. 13 seconds. Probably going to have time to do one or two more plays here. Depends on what happens. Let's see. He's got his receiver set out again. This is going to be Goodwin. Ball snap, high snap. Goodwin gets it, throws it to his left, and that pass is overthrown as it sails past the end zone. It'll be third and goal now with 9 seconds to go.
It looks like it might have been a little miscommunication there. The right receiver was trying to run one route, but the quarterback thought it was a different one.
8-yard line where this drive continues. 9 seconds to go. Still maybe 1 to 2 plays depending on how quick they can get them off.
You want to do quick passing plays if you do it. You don't want to do any long or developing plays that will make the clock run down. Get it out your hands as quick as possible.
And backed up in this situation, it makes you wonder, will the defense could try to continue blitzing, or will they just drop back in coverage and try to keep the end zone protected?
I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That blitz has been working. Yeah, it costs you a lot if they get the ball off, but on the other end, when you get there, you've been getting there.
Goodwin tries to throw a screen. That pass is incomplete. It was intended for Jamari Hill. Looks like they had the pressure coming. He just couldn't get it off. Now Goodwin goes back to the coach.
It seems like the Stars were ready for that screenplay. Everybody was there just waiting on it to develop. And now you have a hard play call right here for the Stripes.
Offense starting to get a little rattled. Coach trying to just get them composed, have them make smart decisions. Still just a couple yards away from the end zone. And here we go. He's got one more. He's going to throw that to the left. It is heavily overthrown, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Stars get the football with 2 seconds to go.
It's just questioning play calling there. It already looks odd. Reminds me of the Cowboys back then. He just throws the ball away because he doesn't have that much time to do anything.
And you could see he was kind of confused trying to figure out where his next target would be, and as the pressure got to him, he just chucked it to the corner, maybe trying to get over the DBs, but just could not do it as it sailed out of bounds. Costly turnover on downs. And now the Stars back on offense. 2 seconds to go, and then we send this thing to halftime.
You got to be sitting there scratching your head. What kind of play call was that? As you need the score right there when it comes to the stripes.
So here we go. Heath Woodard in at quarterback. And they're just going to clock it down so the time expires. And that'll take us to halftime. What a game we've had so far. Very tight matchup. The Stars lead 12-6 here in the Battle of 2027. We'll see you when we come back for the third quarter. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Gatlinburg Battle of 2027 as we get set to start the second half here. Third quarter action. What a game we have so far. The Stars beating the Stripes 12-6. Close game. We've seen a couple turnover on downs. We've seen a couple missed two-point conversions, a lot of big plays, good runs, good screen passes, good blocks, a lot of good sacks. It's been a very even game. Brendan, what can you tell us about the offensive performance from both of these teams in the first half?
Well, it's just been a shootout. Both guys have just been passing the ball more than running the game, running the ball. The running game hasn't been very active. The defense has been very able to stop it in the short yards of gain.
Well, that first pass there from Goodwin was incomplete. It looked like A.J. Knowles was the intended receiver for the Stripes. They're starting deep within their own territory here in their first drive of the half. 2nd and 10 now for the Stripes. One-score deficit for this team. They had a chance to score before the half, but turned the ball over in the red zone. That's another attempted pass, that time to M.J. Richards, who dropped the pass.
And he doesn't look like he was ready to catch that ball at all. Just threw it a little in front of him and wasn't able to make that completion and gain a few yards.
Here we go, 3rd and 10 now for the Stripes. Back-to-back incompletions. Goodwin here struggling to get the ball off to his receivers. Let's talk about this pass rush here from the Stars. They've done a great job at showing the blitz and just coming right at Goodwin.
And they're able to get off their box schemes and make it hard for him to pass the ball.
And that ball is deep and intercepted by the defense. It's number 1, Tucker Free, for the Stars with the interception.
And he just sat there waiting patiently because he just threw that ball up for grabs. He just went up, climbed that ladder to go grab him.
Actually, I believe that was Travis Barton Jr. there with the pick of Ambassador Christian. Huge interception from Travis Barton Jr. And just like that, the Stars are back on offense.
Doing work on both sides. He already has a touchdown offensively, and now he has an interception defensively. Definitely one of the big impact players on both sides. And showing why he is here at the All-American game.
So here we go now, 1st and 10 for the Stars. That ball is snapped, bobbled a little bit, but he does get the screen off to his receiver. That's Barton Jr. again. This time on offense, gets a little bit of a gain before he's knocked down. It'll be 2nd down.
And just keep calling this number. Why not? He's already made a great defensive play. Let's see if he can make an offensive play and a few yards gained for it.
So 2nd down, a little ways to go. First offensive drive of the half for the Stars. They have Heath Woodard playing quarterback in the back. Got his receiver set. Has himself a tailback next to him. Let's see what he does. He's going to use him as a blocker as his receivers go out. Throws this one deep down the field, wide open. That pass is caught, and it's a huge first down from number 18, Nathan Vossler of the Augusta Eagles.
And correction on it, it's actually Weston is now the quarterback again, and it was a perfect pass play. He's been doing this offensive right and doing justice. No diss to Woodward. He did his job, but now the main quarterback guy is back, and he's showing why he's the main guy to run this offense.
That was Weston McCulloch there with a big play pass for the first down. 1st and goal now for the Stars as they try to punch this one in. McCulloch in the back. Waits for the snap. The freshman now with the ball, throws to the right, and it's picked off again. Are you kidding me? This one's coming back the other way. It's Will Sunderland of Bethlehem Christian Academy down the sideline, all the way back to the end for a touchdown. A huge pick six, and the Stripes have tied the game.
And what a momentum shift that you needed right there. He read this quarterback and was just able to pick it off, and it's nothing but green grass from there. And just able to get that pick six. Perfect read by the defense.
Talk about a momentum changer. My goodness, the Stripes back in this game. A huge, huge, huge pick six there. My goodness.
And just what they needed to, because you thought the Stars were about to score and run away with this game. Not so fast.
Number 51, Will Sunderland with a huge pick six. 12-12, and now they will attempt the after. And a huge play to get the hype going on the Stripes sideline. My goodness. Crowd comes up out of their feet as they attempt the two-point conversion here, and that pass is batted away. Another conversion attempt will be no good. But now we have a tie game. We'll come back to this one after the break. We're all locked up. We're back after that huge defensive play from the Stripes, the huge pick six, and now the game is tied up. We got a deep ball here for the Stars, and the ball was caught and then fumbled. Did they rule it incomplete? Yes, they did. That pass is incomplete, and it'll be coming back to the line.
Now with Woodard back at quarterback, they just keep switching up guys here. Burton was able to make that catch perfectly until I guess the secondary is able to make a little contact with it and get him to punch out that ball.
And a beautifully thrown pass. It looked like he had it, but it was knocked down as he came down to the floor, saying he didn't have control of it, so it was ruled as incomplete.
Lucky break there.
(12-12) ball game, 2nd and 10. As the sun goes down, the crowd starts to get more amped. And we have ourselves some great football, great weather. I can just tell this is going to be a barn burner as the clock slowly trickles down. This is Heath Woodard again, looking for a big pass up the middle. And that pass, he had a hand on it, but it was deflected. And this is probably going to get called for defensive pass interference.
And I don't know if I'd have called that as pass interference. Both guys are fighting it. And I would say with hand-on-hand contact, I would just let that ball play and not call that. But I don't have the white hat.
Yeah, it did look as if he had his hand on the ball and then the ball was played, but the officials are going to call it defensive PI. So with that, that's going to move the chains and the offense comes forward. So here we go now, 1st and 10 for the Stars. Hoping to regain the lead they once had. Woodard steps back. Pressure comes. He rolls to his right. Pressure still coming. Almost brings him down. Still on his feet, and he throws it away. They're going to say that pass was intended for Aiden Foster as it went out of bounds.
Shout out to Trace. He was able to make contact and hold off the quarterback, Woodard, and Warriors just did a smart play and just throw that ball out of bounds.
Looked for a second like it might have almost got called for intentional grounding, but Foster was close enough in the area, so it is going to be an incomplete pass. This is going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Stars. Woodard once more, low snap, he gets it, throws to his left. That pass is complete, but Aiden Foster gets drilled at the line of scrimmage and goes down. It'll be 3rd down for the Stars. And talk about the lack of offensive production on this drive. Slowly having a hard time getting down the field on this one.
This defense is also not only applying pressure, but doing great coverage when it comes to the passing game. It seems like they got a nice little adjustment happen here.
So 3rd and long now as he's behind the line of scrimmage. Stars with a chance to make a big play. Could certainly get momentum going on this drive if they somehow manage to convert. Woodard gets the snap. He's going to try and roll up the middle. Pressure caving in, and he just collapses in the pocket, and that pass is going to be incomplete, and it'll be 4th down for the Stars.
And again, it's Wolf again coming in, making that pressure happen, and not able to get the pass off by Woodard, and he had a guy open.
Great play there from the Stripes defense, just bringing all the pressure. He had 3 guys in front of him and a guy behind him that managed to stop him from getting up through the pocket.
It's almost like they took a play out of the Stars book and was like, okay, since they like to apply pressure, let's do the same.
So here we go. It's 4th down. They're looking to punt this one away back to the Stripes. Whistle blown here. Looks like it's going to be a false start. That's going to back the kicking unit up a little.
Again, penalties just hurting the Stars here. Mishap plays and penalties are killing the Stars from making this big run that they were starting in the first half.
We've seen quite a few penalties in this one, not the first, of course. Now they're going to punt it from even farther back. And that punt goes straight in the air and lands at about the 35, basically goes nowhere. And now here's an opportunity for the Stripes. Great field position to start at, beyond midfield. And let's see if they can do something with the opportunity they've been given. Welcome back to the Battle of 2027 here. It's now the Stripes with the football to get a small gain there before getting knocked down. That appeared to be Jamari Hill, who was the ball carrier on that rush.
I'll correct you. It was Bo Morphus, actually, that kept that ball and was able to get a couple of yards there on the run.
Great effort there by Morphus. We've said his name about 1 or 2 times today. Definitely out representing his hometown. Here we go. It's Morphus and Wood in the backfield.
First time I think Morphus has been in shotgun.
Here we go. He hands this one off to Wood, who tries to power through. That's Jace Wood from Russell Christian. Got a small gain, if any. They're going to say that's really about no gain. It's going to be 3rd down from the same distance.
Again, the Stars are just able to get off their blocks and just stop that running game from even happening. And now it makes it 3rd and 8 or 7 here since the guy moved it up a bit.
Time definitely passing a lot slower in this quarter. Lots of incomplete passes, lots of big plays being made, so the clock definitely being stopped more often. Lots of out-of-bound plays. But here we go, not keeping it on the ground as much. Here's Bo Morphus. Let's see what he does with it. He's going to keep it on the ground and pitch it over on the option play, and the ball is fumbled, and I think the Stars recovered it.
I think the Stars definitely recovered that. You got to hold on to that ball. You can't just be fumbling around like that. But then again, it's a kind of questioning pitch right there. I think I would have kept it if I was Morphus and just taken the yards loss on that.
And the referees are saying that they did. The Stars have recovered the fumble. from the botched option play from the stripes. And a disasterful play there from the guys in red. The white team coming up with a big play, another huge turnover in this game, and now they're on the offensive.
And as much as these Stars have been a little trouble here, hopefully after this they got together and maybe score here on this drive.
Looks like they're going to throw a flag on the play right as McCulloch came in on the offense. They're waving the flag off, so.
Ref got handkerchief happy.
It happens to the best of us. So now Weston McCulloch now in at quarterback for the Stars. That ball snapped. He's going to hand this one off. He tries to make some room. Will gain a couple of good yards, and he takes off and puts on the burners. He's going to the races, and he gets knocked down. Holy cow, what a play from Vince Wilson. A big first down, and the Stars move the chains.
Vince Wilson showing why he's here as a running back. He's just being patient, waiting for his offensive line to get those blocks correctly and finding just that gap that he can run through and get a first yard and a couple more yards.
Talk about situational awareness. I feel like most backs would have been tackled for a loss on that play, but he made do with what he had and found room and took off for a huge gain to help his team. Now let's see if they can continue that success. That ball is caught by Travis Barton Jr., who is brought down near the 5-yard line, and another big play moves the chains for the Stars.
And
Flags come out after the play.
He was just super wide open in that play. No one around him at all, and just easy catch for Barton and easy work for him.
And that flag's going to be called against the Stars as the offense backs up. And they're going to move back behind the line of scrimmage. Or move to the new line of scrimmage. So now they're at the 21-yard line as they continue to try and fight and push this one in. Talk about the quarterbacks we've seen from this Stars team. Heath Woodard and Weston McCulloch doing a great job at keeping the ball downfield. There's definitely kind of been a skill gap between one or the other. We're starting to see a lot more production with one quarterback than the other.
Yeah, McCulloch's just able to do a lot more, but Woodard has definitely been able to at least run the ball more. I will give him that credit. He's been able to make a little dime passes himself. It's just Warwick has this.
That ball was handed off to Vince Wilson. Didn't get past the line of scrimmage, so he'll be tackled for a loss there. It's second down now for the Stars.
Give credit to the Stripes defense there. Again, they're able to stop the run, but this pass game is just killing them.
7:29 to go, the clock ticking. Stars talking it over. Let's see what they do. They got a man in the backfield behind McCulloch. At the 26-yard line, he hands that ball off to Wilson. Wilson tries to find a block, gets a good gain there, not quite to the yard marker. Will not convert the chains, but a solid gain nonetheless.
There's just a whole bunch of guys in front of him able to block that, make the blocks that they need, and able for him to make those couple yards gain.
And a great, great play there for the Stars. Third down and about 2 yards to go to convert. Not too much farther from the end zone.
I say run the ball again. You now got your run play going now. I say keep it pushing, and if they can't, they'll have to stop it eventually.
Wouldn't be shocked if they do now. Weston McCulloch hands it off to his running back. That's Vincent Wilson again, who tries to find space. It looks like he was short. I don't think he crossed. So that might be fourth down.
He's able to get a couple stiffs arm there, but just not enough to get the yards he needed to get a first down. Got to wonder what coach decides to do here.
They're going to rule it as a 4th down, so he is a yard short.
Now, do you just get the first down or do you just go for the score? That is the question, and I guess that's all on the quarterback.
So we'll see what happens. It looks like they have Noah Rogers back there, and he's going to run up, and they're just going to push it over. I think they got the first down, did they? It looked like they did. We'll see what the referees say. Where do they spot it? And he did get it. It's a new set of downs. 1st and goal now for the Stars.
Just a nice QB sneak draw, whatever you want to call it, and able to get that first yards easily.
And a big, big play there, getting themselves a new set of downs. That's exactly what you want in these type of situations. Now they can play with a little more conformity as they try to get close to the end zone. Let's see what they do here.
I say just run that ball and get that clock moving.
They got Vincent Wilson in the backfield. They're going to do a play action with the fake handoff. Avery Harris from the Cabarrus Stallions gets the score for the Stars.
A good play calling, nice play action to throw off the defense and able to get that guy wide open, and a good pass by McCulloch again and get a touchdown.
And a big, big touchdown there. What a play. You don't see plays like that too often. And he was able to tap that in for the score.
Just really hard to do with a whole bunch of guys just crowded around there. Not only 2 of his guys, but a couple guys in stripes as well.
Here we go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. They got Vince Wilson back there. Not going to hand it to him, though. He does line up as a receiver. The pressure comes. He's going to throw that to his right, and that one's batted down. The 2-point conversion is no good. The Stars lead the Stripes 18-12. What a game we have here in Gatlinburg, and we'll see how this quarter continues when we come back. Here we go now. Big missed 2-point conversion previously. That's going to bring the Stripes offense back on the board. That pass goes behind the line of scrimmage. We have a player down on the first play of the drive as the assistant coaches and staff run up to check on him. We're going to go ahead and go to break while this gets situated. We'll be back in a short moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. That was number 77, James Hamlin of the Greenville Hurricanes, who went down on the play there. He seemed to be okay as he was walking back to the sidelines. 2nd and long here for the offense. Let's see what they do. He throws that one up the middle. That pass caught by M.J. Richards for a short gain. It should be 3rd down now. 3rd down and about 6 yards to go.
And that's perfect play calling. Just get you some yards so you can make it a little manageable to get that first down.
Any gain is a good game. In the case of the Stripes here, they do get a solid pass there to MJ Richards.
Got plenty of time still to work with.
Richards, of course, representing the North Wake Saints in this game. Solid play there. Here we go from the 30-yard line. They're going to try and get a conversion here. Let's see if they can just push it a couple yards in front of them. Ball still getting spotted. Here we go, 3rd and 6. That ball snapped. He's going to step back and throw it to his left. That pass is complete, and he's going to get a big gain here. And oh my goodness, he's running all the way. It's MJ Richards, and there's a flag on the play. Back at about the 45-yard line, it looks like it's going to be pass interference.
Shout out to Richards, able to catch that ball, make a few yards gain after that, and shout out to number 5, Luke Reese, was able to get a shoelace tackle there.
And it's actually not going to be PI. They're saying there was an illegal block in the back. That's what the play call was.
Now it's to turn the headlights off. That's them over there.
So a big costly penalty there. Otherwise would have been a huge play that put the Stripes deep in the red zone. It's going to get called back.
You hate to see that for them because they've chalked up a good play. Was able to get a few yards, make it nice to get close to the red zone. But now they're stepped back and they're on 20 or 19.
So here we go, 3rd and really long. Let's see if they can convert here. That's a low snap. It's caught. He's going to try and pass it, but he gets sacked on the play, and another flag comes out. MJ Richards in the back.
I think this is going to probably be on the defense.
Yes, and that was Harrison Goodwin who got sacked on that play when the flag came out. And it is going to be called on the defense. That's going to bring the offense up a little bit. I think it was a face mask call. So that's going to put them in a really good spot. A nice grace-saving penalty there for the Stripes as they get the automatic first down.
You hate to see it because that's exactly what the Stars need to get back on offense. Just a nice sack, but that going, if your hand remotely gets close to that face mask, the refs are going to call it automatically.
What a play there. Drawing, well, not necessarily drawing, but getting the penalty. He's going to throw it to his left. This ball is caught by Jamari Hill, who tries to find space, gets a big gain there, moves the chains, had a couple of people tugging at his jerseys, but it's going to be a big first down for the Stripes.
And he's been very quiet. They haven't used him like they should be, and he just made big yards, and he's able to make balance and get a couple more yards besides first down.
That might be one of his best games one of his best plays all year. Or all games, excuse me. Can't you tell we've done a couple games by now? Starting to get my verbiage mixed up here in the press box.
You definitely have. This is only my first game, so and it's the last game, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, it's definitely one of his best plays of the game. Absolutely. So here we go. Goodwin in the back gets the snap, throws this one to his right. That pass is complete as he comes back. A short gain there for the Stripes. Not a bad way to continue the drive.
Shout out to Goodwin. He's literally looking down the barrel as Greer was right in his face and could have put his hands up and probably bat that pass down if he wanted to.
Sometimes playing small ball and just going with a couple yard gains at a time is the best strategy when you're playing against such a good defense. Just hit him where it hurts and gets a couple of small games until they can convert.
those small gains add more to it as long as you get them completed, and never know, one might actually make a breakout play.
33 seconds left of the third quarter now. Goodwin gets the snap. He's got 3 receivers on the right, but throws to his left. Oh my goodness, did he catch that? Multiple flags on the field. The ref saying incomplete. It looked like he had it. Let's look at the replay here. Goodwin threw the ball deep left, and it looks like he came down to the ground as he caught it.
But he wasn't able to keep it in. But it's definitely a defensive PI, as that secondary was bringing him down as he was trying to come back to that ball and make that catch.
Good for the offense nonetheless, though, due to the defensive pass interference. So now they're going to get moved up in great field position. The Stripes now being given an opportunity, and if they can capitalize on it, they can tie this game once more.
And this Stars defense, they've been able to play correctly. It's just been the penalties that are killing them in this one. And it's been like that the whole game.
And here we go. It's Richards who stepped back.
Yeah, there was an interception there by number 5, Luke Reese, I believe.
And that one's coming back the other way. Yes, intercepted. I think it might have been Ramsey Ward. You said Luke Reese. I want to say it was Ramsey Ward. Yes, Ward with the interception representing Faith Christian. And now the Stars have the football back. Another costly turnover for the Stripes.
And just as that penalty hurt the Stars, they were able to get a turnover to even that out and get a turnover.
It almost seems like the story here is that every time the Stripes are blessed with a great opportunity, they somehow manage to turn the ball over or fail to convert or do something that gives the other team the edge. And right now, that's definitely been the case as he catches that one on a slant route. That's Hayden Mezzles there. Or excuse me, that's Knowledge Eccles for the Stars.
I think that was Burton actually on this replay. Yep, straight across the middle. Ed will catch that ball. He's trying to make a play. The question is, I saw the ball. Oh, no, that was the helmet that came off.
So with that, that's the end of the third quarter. We got a big 18-12 game. Stars in the lead. Let's see if the other team can come back. We'll see you when the fourth quarter starts after this. Welcome back here to the Battle of 2027 as we start the fourth quarter here. 15 minutes left of this game. What a show we've had so far. A big interception before the half. And that costly turnover. I'll see we got the chain crew coming down. Looks like they're switching sides of the field here. Temporary pause on the game. So it's going to be second down still. Stars with the football. Second down, a good little ways to go. This ball is going to be snapped, and he throws it to his right, and it's dropped. That was Heath Woodard who threw it to Aiden Foster, who couldn't come up with it.
The defense read that screen. They were ready to come. And once again, guy heard footsteps and just dropped the ball as he's trying to catch it and pull it in.
Aiden Foster had hands on it, just couldn't get a tight grip on it, and he lost it, unfortunately. Stars still with the football, though, off the incompletion. At the 21-yard line, as they try to push things forward, they have the lead by a touchdown and just a touchdown. If somehow the Stripes score and get a set of extra points, they can potentially take the lead in this one.
More offense miscommunication here. Woodard's trying to get his guys set up here.
Heath Woodard moving guys around, so now he's going to step back and throw to his right, another incompletion. That one looked like it was intended for Remington Gaunt. Gaunt couldn't come up with it.
Woodard is getting that ball there. His guys are just not helping him as trying to complete it. And it looks like number, I believe that's 18. He was jumping around back here. It looked like he might have been wide open.
There was the guy from Springwood who couldn't come up with it there. So now it's going to be 4th down for the Stars. They have the lead, so you would think they'd go ahead and send it back the other way, but that appears to not be the case in the formation. Let's see what they do here. Wanting to definitely hold on to this lead and win the game. They are going to punt it away, just in that same formation they showed earlier. This one's going to bounce back a little bit. Avoids the muff. And it's going to get spotted between the 50 and the 40. Looked like it came down around the 43 or the 44. So here we go now. The Stripes offense coming back on the field. What a drive there as the defense was able to keep the Stars offense back a good ways. Stripes in the huddle, talking about the game plan. This is a big opportunity. They threw an interception on the last offensive drive. Costly, too, as they were deep in the red zone.
The Stars are just looking forward to maybe hold them down and make a four and out, and just get this ball back and run down that clock, or maybe even go score.
Here we go. That ball is snapped. He's just going to run up the middle with it. He gets brought down. That's Bo Morphus with the football. He gets brought down at about the 50. That's what it appeared to be. That's going to make it 2nd down now for the Stripes.
Getting the running game going is kind of key right now, especially as you've been throwing the ball a lot. You just got an interception the last drive, and so if you can get this running game open, it opens up many plays to be called here.
2nd down, solid gain there from the Stripes. They're going to try and do it again and hopefully move the chains here. It's Morphus again in the backfield. Alongside him is Jamari Hill. Morphus gets the ball and hands it off. It's Hill who runs to the right, tries to break free, gets a block, finds room on the right, gets brought down at about the 22-yard line, and that was Jamari Hill with a huge handoff.
And Jamari Hill just showing why he's an All-American running back, getting off blocks, reading his blocking there, just able to get a couple yards there to make it manageable for end zone.
What a performance there from the Wayne Christian Eagle there, Jamari Hill. Now back in the red zone. They're going to try and keep pushing this forward. Last time they were here, they turned the ball over. They're definitely going to try and avoid doing that again.
Say if it don't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running that ball.
1st down, and they will. They're going to hand it to Hill again, and he's just going to try and push through as he gets past the 20. It's going to be 2nd down.
Just a few yards gain, able to just move the pile himself.
And Jamari Hill looks like he got a cramp there as he runs back to the sideline. He's being replaced with Jace Wood from Russell Christian Academy. So he's going to sub in there for Jamari Hill, who walked off with a leg cramp.
And if on the defense, I'm looking at Bo to possibly get the ball now that he's out.
So here we go, ball at the 20-yard line. They're going to take the snap. He fakes the handoff. Morphus runs up the middle and doesn't go too far. He's pushed back behind the 20. That was Bo Morphus that time that attempted the quarterback scramble. Here we go as the offense tries to get adjusted here. Coming up with a quick little game plan. Brennan, what do you think they're going to do on this drive?
Possibly run the ball again. It's worked for them so far. You've had that last play kind of hurt you because, I mean, your main guy gets out, and so they're probably expecting Bo Morphus to keep the ball because number 20 hasn't been doing much when it comes to the run.
You would expect them. I mean, they've been doing pretty good at the run so far. We've definitely seen Jamari Hill be a big playmaker in this drive as he continues. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout, so we're going to go ahead and send this one to break. When we come back, we get to see the next chapter of this exciting fourth quarter. Stay tuned. Welcome back to this big drive here in the Battle of 2027. The Stripes backed up to the 25-yard line, hoping to get a score and tie this game. Bo Morphus runs up the middle, finds a block, gets past the 15, and that'll be fourth down. He did not get the first down, so he gets stopped at about the 15-yard line. The Stripes definitely going to have a gutsy attempt here as they try to shoot for the end zone or try to get this short first down here on fourth down.
But you have to go for it. You're this close. Last time you had the ball picked off, but now, honestly, you're close enough where you could possibly run the ball and get a first down. But this Stars defense line has been making it very tough for them to do that, especially when it comes to short yardage runs.
Offense now huddled up. Looks like the ball spotted at the 14, so they're going to try and punch it in. Let's see what magic they can make happen. They have Jamari Hill back in the game. He's in the backfield. Someone jumped a little early, it seems. Referees pointing out something. I think someone might have jumped the gun a little bit on that play. Offense now discussing it with the referees. And it looks like it's going to be – it looks like it's not going to be. I thought it was maybe a penalty on the offense pushing them back, but that's not the case. And they're going to continue to talk about it. Here you go. Big play opportunity here, and it gets blown up. Does he at least get the first down? I think he did. It looks like he crossed. Yes, he did. That's going to be a first down for the Stripes. First and goal now for the boys in the red jerseys.
And all you have to do is just keep moving your legs. If a pile builds up on you, just keep moving your legs and move forward. Just enough to get that first down.
And now the Stripes being given a beautiful opportunity here. They're at the 12-yard line, hoping to punch this one in. They got a whole new set of downs. They can just try to fight for it. They once again have Jamari Hill in the backfield. He's not going to get it. They're just going to try and plow through. It goes nowhere, and it's going to be second down now for the Stripes team. Second and goal.
This is kind of a bad call to try to just give it up to your quarterback. Oh, it looks like he dropped the ball, actually, as it snapped off, making it complicated to do anything.
So it looks like the play was not quite how they drew it up. So here we go as they look to snap the ball again. They pitch it this time to Jamari Hill, who finds the corner and gets tackled. He's not going to go really far. And it's going to be 3rd and goal now for the Stripes.
Perfect play calling, get a little toss, make the corners do some tackling there just for a couple of game yards and make it a little comfortable to do any plays to get a touchdown.
Yeah, definitely struggling here to get small yards, but they continue to fight as good teams do. It looks like Hill's still in the backfield. Let's see what they do here. And this time it's going to get pitched to Hill, who cuts right and slips and falls at about the 8-yard line. That's going to be 4th down now for the Stripes.
Give it up to number 0, though. He also kind of read that perfectly as you see him kind of anticipate. Watch, he's just reading it, and then find that gap, and boom, blew it up.
This is going to be a do-or-die play here. There's only 7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, and they're on offense. 4th down, 4th and goal. Definitely not the end of the world if they don't convert it, but it definitely decreases their chances of winning.
This is a big play right here. If you make this, you get a little breathing room. But if you don't make this, it's a little claustrophobic.
Who wants to be a legend? Let's find out. They have MJ Richards back there. Still lined up waiting for the snap. Here we go, and that ball snapped. It's a low snap, and the whistle's going to blow the play dead. That was Harrison Goodwin at quarterback. And it looks like a timeout is being called, and we're going to see how this 4th down play comes to fruition when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the Battle of 2027 in the Smoky Mountains of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. 4th down. Huge 4th down situation here for the Stripes. It's 4th and goal. They're about at the 6-yard line, down by a touchdown. Can they make some magic happen? Let's see what happens. It's Goodwin in the back, tries to find his man, throws it to the right, and that pass sails over the head of the receiver, incomplete, and another turnover on downs, and the Stars get the football.
That's just a overthrown play. Not much you can do there. Your guy doesn't have much room to work with. Shout out to the corner that made it difficult for his guy to even try to catch the ball.
And if you're a Stripes fan here, my goodness, definitely not the performance you were probably hoping for from the quarterback. Lots of overthrown balls here, a lot of turnover on downs that have definitely cost them plenty of opportunities in this game. The Stars now coming in on offense, looking to make something happen with the opportunity they're being given now. Another low snap. This comes in from the end zone, almost gets a safety, but he stays in, throws this one down the field, sails over the head of his receiver. There's a throw from Weston McCulloch, incomplete.
Just a smart play by McCulloch. You survive not getting the safety and the pass rush and just throwing that ball close enough where someone's around it.
Talk about a good game. 7 minutes to go. Only a touchdown is currently deciding this one. Could have been tied, but the Stripes failed to kind of, keep up with the momentum on that play.
Really, truly, the Stripes should be ahead. They've been in the red zone at least twice, and a pick stopped them, and now a turnover on downs. It's been very complicated for them to get in that end zone since the last couple of times they've been there.
They've had quite a few opportunities to get something done. They just haven't yet. He's going to throw this ball super deep from McCulloch, and the pass just came right through his hands. So close to being complete. It was tight coverage, and the DBs won that one. That pass was intended for Knowledge Eccles.
Shout out to Ford White just staying on Burton. He has been a menace on this team, but he's able to get a hand in perfectly to knock that ball out to where he can't catch it.
Great defensive play there by the DBs of the Stripes team. The Stars definitely struggling on offense here. Still 3rd and 10. Definitely what you want if you're rooting for the Stripes. A good defensive stop here. Get the ball back on offense. And then go over your game plan. How can you march it back down the field without turning it over again?
Maybe at this rate, you don't want to go for the whole home run. You just want to get this first down right now so you can just at least live and run that clock down.
Flag is thrown. Looks like someone might have jumped off sides. I think this one's going to be against the Stars, and it is. So that's going to back the play up a little bit. So now it's going to be 3rd and even longer.
Makes it more difficult. There's not much space for the quarterback to work with. He's going to have to move around and maybe even make a run here to get a couple yards gained just to get out of that issue.
So here we go from inside the end zone. Let's see what the offense can do. And he's going to step back. This is McCulloch. He throws it up the middle. That pass is complete to his main receiver, Travis Barton Jr. Barton Jr. down the sideline trying to make a big play. Gets a huge first down, and he's knocked out of bounds. And that's the last thing you wanted if you're rooting for the Stripes.
And he said, I lost the last play, but I'm going to get this play right here back. And he's just able to get that big yards that he should have got on that last play.
Travis Barton Jr., what a play. He gets a nice pass up the middle, cuts to the left side, and takes off down the sidelines for a huge gain.
Bring the life back to Stars, too. And now it's the red zone here, and they have a chance to take this game away.
McCulloch in there. Behind the line. They're at about the 20. And they're going to call a timeout. So a huge timeout by the leading team in this one. 5 minutes, 49 seconds to go. We'll continue this exciting fourth quarter when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Battle of 2027 here. The Stars on offense, they're going to hand this ball off. It gets into the hands of number 2 there. It's Vince Wilson. He gets a little bit of a run. Trying to get the clock running, keeping the ball on the ground. They're in the red zone, so a score here would definitely help increase their chances to win by a lot. 5.5 minutes now.
But it's smarter just to run that clock down. This is now your game. You're in the end zone. The clock is on your side with coming up on 5 minutes to go.
Weston McCulloch standing at the 25. Ball being snapped from the 20. Let's see what he does. And he's going to hand this ball off back to Wilson. Just running the ball, keeping the clock chipping. Don't blame them for that decision.
Don't even pass the ball. Just keep running it. And I mean, if you have a kicker, just kick the field goal, get 3 points, and move on to the next drive.
Well, here we go. It's now 3rd down for this Stars team. Defense definitely playing with a lot of grit because anything they can do to keep themselves in this game right now is a good thing. The clock is quickly dwindling down, and the offense is taking their sweet time to their own favor. McCulloch in at quarterback. He's got Reed Harris from Cabarrus to his right. And here we go. He's going to run back off the play action. Throws this one up the middle. And that one is caught. And it is going to be a touchdown for the Stars.
No, not a touchdown. He's down at the 1.
And it looked like the referee might have threw up signals there. And it looks like you're right. My mistake. I thought the referee threw up the touchdown call there. And he is down at the 1. So a big play nonetheless. That first down moves them way deep into enemy territory.
Now, if he had caught the ball and just gone back, then he would definitely got a touchdown.
It looked for a second like the middle official there under the goalpost might have thrown up the touchdown. I could be very incorrect, though, as that tends to happen sometimes. Here we go now. 1st and goal. And they're just going to power this one not in. He gets stopped by the defense, so it'll be 2nd and goal now for the Stars.
See, a little old school fullback dive. I ain't seen that since my days of high school. Just giving it to your big guy and making him work. I've seen a lot with the big guys coming from the shotgun and all that in the last previous game, but the old school I formation for the fullback dives is lovely to see.
It's nothing better than a good fullback highlight. You can throw Everyone's a Winner over there as the soundtrack and just give it a grainy filter. Amazing stuff there. We can see if they put the fullback back in, punch it in for a touchdown to extend their lead and put a cap on this one. I know for a fact the Stars would love to do that. Let's see what happens. It looks like they have Aiden Foster back there.
He's a big power guy, too. He'll be able to help you out on this run play.
McCulloch pitches it over. Can he find the gap and get in? Let's see what the refs say. I don't think he was in.
I don't think so either.
He was short yet again. And this will be 3rd and goal now for the Stars.
If Foster got a little greedy, if he just followed his fullback, he's giving him a clear lane to get to the end zone, but he just tried to chip it up early and get that touchdown.
Unable to push it in. 3rd down. They're going to call timeouts. Exciting 4th quarter we have here. A minute and 58 seconds to go. We'll see how it continues when we come back for the break. Big 4th quarter ending we have here. A minute and 58 to go. The Stars with the football. Let's see if they can punch it in and get a touchdown and extend their lead. And somebody jumped early. A flag came in there, and that might have been on the defense. I believe it was. So this is going to push the Stars even closer to the goal line.
Now you're sitting there probably thinking about doing that. Maybe a QB sneak at this rate. I mean, you're that close. You might as well go ahead and just let the QB do it.
At that point, I want to see the fullback just bulldoze through the defensive line. Let's see him just get over the line.
Or maybe even everybody scramble up and do the brotherly push.
The old brotherly shove might be in the cards here on this big third down. They still have McCulloch in there. And they're going to just go with the quarterback sneak. Did he get in? Let's see what the referees say. And they're ruling it a touchdown, and it will be 6 for the Stars. And they double up on their lead late in this one.
Just like I said, just go for the QB sneak, let them lay on that center right there, and just able to get a touchdown easily.
It was Weston McCulloch from Ambassador Christian with the touchdown for the Stars team to put a cap on this one.
Wait a minute. That's how he didn't score.
Yeah, I think they're calling it back now, which looking at that replay, it did look like he was a little shy of a touchdown.
Now, I know for a fact the referee threw up the touchdown signal that time.
We all
so
saw
no one can hold that one against me. Okay, so look like that one is getting called back, it appears. It definitely was called a touchdown on the field. Looks like they're going to call timeouts again and go over what they saw, and now so much is happening. I guess we'll come back from the chaos when we return from the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Battle of 2027 here in Gatlinburg. A lot of chaos going on there with the touchdown that appeared to be called back. I'm going to ask my producer here, Eli, what did you think of that play?
It was very controversial. It looked like that far line judge said touchdown. It looked like his knee, from where I was sitting, his knee might have been down short.
Ain't no look like he did.
But he had, I know, but he had the best view. So, very, very weird call.
But we'll get a chance to see if they could punch it in this time. They still have McCulloch down behind the line playing quarterback. 1:47 to go. It's fourth down. Can they punch it in for the touchdown? They're going to hand it off, and he's in. That time it's no debate. It's a touchdown, and the Stars extend their lead.
And they were able to put a big man back there, a bigger man than usual, number 67. Probably to throw off the defense. Looked like he could possibly a fullback dive, but he does a fake, actually, and hands it off to Taylor to get an easy touchdown.
And it was Aiden Foster from Lawrence Academy with the handoff for the touchdown. Great block there from number 6'7". My goodness, what a play from the Stars to extend their lead 24-12 with 1:39 left to go.
And now the game is on your side for the Stars. You can easily, obviously the Stripes are going to come out, try to throw the ball just to get close to the end zone to make a touchdown. But it's all up to that defense, which they've been applying pressure and making it difficult for this offense.
So here we go, 2-point conversion attempt. I don't think a single one of these have been successful all game. Aiden Foster in the backfield alongside 6'7" back there. Can they move? They're going to try to, and he just powers through, and that one's good for the first time in this game. A 2-point conversion is good, and if that didn't put the cap on it before, they definitely have a chance with that one.
Young Erish George Jr. able to find big man getting the score there. Is able to just rush it in himself and get an easy touchdown. When we big men get the ball, we definitely are going to guarantee a touchdown.
And the kids are throwing up the hands now. Eric George Jr. from Mount Zion Christian Academy, number 67, with the touchdown for the Stars. Big play there from the big man. 1.5 minutes left to go. And now it's up to the Stripes to play chaos ball. They got to rely on quick scores and onside kicks now. That pass is caught by MJ Richards. He gets brought down in bounds, though. They need to hurry up. He lands at the 50-yard line. And they're going to have to hurry up and get set and get this ball snapped again.
And Urban Johnson was kind of looking like he was expecting the ball to come to him, but luckily other guy was able to jump in front of him, get that catch, and get a few yards gain. But now it's hurry-up time. You don't have time to get in the huddle and call play.
And here we go. They're going to send everybody to the right side, lone receiver on the left. And a low snap, it's dropped, and that play was drawn up to be very specific and goes nowhere as he falls behind the 45-yard line, and now the clock's going to continue to run.
There's still no sense of urgency, almost like they've already just called it and just was like, okay, well, that's the ball game since we moved that ball.
And it looks like the Stripes might have accepted defeat, as you said. No sense of urgency. Clock continuing to dwindle. I think everyone's just here to have a good time at this point. Big scenes here in the All-American Series in Gatlinburg. This is the Battle of 2027. It's been a pleasure to call this game with you, Brendan. It's always fun as always. Looks like they're about to run the exact same play they drew up before. He throws it to the right. That one is intercepted by number 12, Noah Rogers. Runs this one all the way back for a huge pick six. My goodness. And the Stars score yet again.
Get you some stats up, Noah Rogers, as you get that easy interception straight to him, and it's just pick six. There's really nobody right there to stop him. It's just green grass in front of him. You get a pick six and then touchdown.
Another costly interception from the Stripes team, and the Stars team has been capitalizing on it tenfold. 32-12 now with 17 seconds left to go of the game.
Really, you can just knee this out and then just give them the ball back and just move it on forward. You won this game for sure. No question against that.
Huge props to the Stars team. My goodness. They've come out firing on all cylinders. Offense has been explosive. Defense has been phenomenal. This has been a great played football game from this squad, and you got to give them their props.
And it's been from the jump. When the game began, the offense came out and just shot fires and everything. Defense was shutting down the Stripes offense as much as they could do. The Stripes found some life, but it wasn't enough because these Stars were just good enough to get this job done.
17 seconds to go now. They have Woodard in at quarterback. That ball goes way beyond its intended target. He snapped it and missed the snap, so that two-point conversion is going to be no good. Still 17 seconds left to go. Stripes are going to get another offensive possession, but it looks like it's going to be too late for the red team. With 17 seconds to go, we're going to continue this one when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. We welcome you back to the Battle of 2027. The Stripes with possession here. That ball goes down as the clock continues to run. 2 seconds, 1 second, and the game is over. Team Stars with a huge 32-12 victory over the Stripes here in the Battle of 2027 as a part of Gatlinburg's All-American Series. What a game here. My goodness, what an exciting conclusion to a great ball game. Brendan, what are your thoughts?
Overall, the Stars just took the game. The Stripes really tried to fight back, but, man, the Stars have just been fighting off cylinders. Defense was perfect. Offense was just off the charts. And, man, Barton in himself just made the game what it is now. Just you can see the scoreboard. He just did all that work himself. But shout out to both quarterbacks. They both put out much effort on the Stars.
So many great players here. Our two quarterbacks, Heath Woodard and Weston McCulloch. We had some good plays from Noah Rogers, like the big interception there, the pick six at the end. Aiden Foster with a great play. And like you said, Travis Barton Jr. did phenomenal today. So many great players from this team. And, of course, we got to give credit to some of our guys on the Stripes team, too. Of course, you had big guys like Noah Anderson, or what was it, earlier in the game we saw A.J. Knowles and M.J. Richards. Bo Morphus was another big one. Definitely a lot of good stuff that took place in this game today. We will move on with the award ceremony following this game. And for right now, we're going to send this one off. I'm Preston McElhaney alongside Brendan Daniels. Thank you for tuning into this great Battle of 2027 game, a part of the All-American Bowl series here in the Smoky Mountains on 8-Man Extreme. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you again.